My mother said I was walking at 7 months old on my tiptoes, just running across the room.
Let's get going.
7 months.
I think. Well, the age is crazy, but I think it's normal for kids when they first start walking that they get on their tiptoes and start running. I think that's a normal thing.
Let's get this goddamn childhood going already.
Start on my tiptoes doing ballet.
Yeah, like I said, the tiptoes I think is normal. The fact that it was 7 months as opposed to 1.5 is crazy. That's a good thing though. You're advanced.
Yeah.
You started rocking yourself to sleep at 3 weeks old. He was very, very advanced.
Oh, you had ADD. That's all.
I was thinking it's because my mother used to rock me when I was a baby, and then it would just
Our little Freddie, look at him. He's so smart. He bangs his face into the wall at 2 weeks old. He's such an advanced child. I'm proud of him.
Bri, any quirks?
Oh, God.
Try to touch him and find out.
Yeah. There's one thing. I really don't like being touched by other people.
Yet, ironically, sometimes as a joke, he'll go to hug you.
Sort of, yeah.
And then he'll creep himself out when you I don't know, call his bluff and start going towards him on it. Then he's uncomfortable with the fact.
But Brian always shakes my hand when I come in. It's not like he's weird about it.
I've gotten over shaking hands.
Yeah.
I've gotten over shaking hands. You know, it took me a little while. They when I moved out to the West Coast for a little while, they hug there. They don't shake hands. Everyone greets you with a hug, and that drove me nuts. It took me a long time to get around that one.
Couldn't possibly
Come
care.
on, bro. Give it here.
Bring it in.
Welcome to Cali. Give it here.
I'm serious. That's how it
Bring
works.
it in, bro. Bring it in. Let's go. Come on.
Crazy.
See, bring it in to me.
Right,
It's like
bring
the
it in.
coach trying to get everybody to come in like into a huddle, but it's just you and the coach alone now.
Give me a hug. Come on. On camera. Please. Bring it in, Bri. Bring it in.
Oh, with the armpits and everything. Jesus.
If you hug him and touch his shoulder, make sure you touch the other shoulder also. I'll flip out.
I was going to rock him when I hugged him.
And please don't rock yourself in a number divisible by 3.
Do you use deodorant, by the way?
I do, man. It's crazy.
But you don't use antiperspirant.
I use my wife's deodorant.
Well, you got to check and make sure that
I
that's...
wonder why you're saturated every week.
You know
but
what the
you're wearing
problem is?
secret.
The
Yeah,
problem
strong
is
enough
it's
for a
strong
man.
enough for, but it's pH balanced for a woman.
But that's to get rid of the smell. That's not to get rid of the perspiration. Get yourself a nice antiperspirant like an adult.
I'm on the
You'll be
rag,
fine.
too. So
Oh, well, understood.
Why? Is it gross? It's like disgusting, right? The sweat stains.
Is
on me?
it? Is it? Yeah, I think it is. I
What
think
if
it's
you
the most
put-
hideous thing in the world.
What if you put 4 people with OCD in like a Big Brother type of show? They all have to live together, but like they have to. Their OCDs are going to conflict with each other. Would that be ethically wrong?
Yeah, but that
would it be
so is the concept of reality television in and
the
of
concept
itself.
of Kid Nation, for that matter.
Would racism be considered an OCD?
Oh, then you're really obsessive compulsive. I'm really obsessive compulsive about my neighborhood. Nobody moves on this block.
Charles Barron and David Duke are confronting their OCD.
I like the idea of OCD brother or something like that. You know,
OCD brother.
That is pretty good. But what
OCD Island.
What OCD?
oh my god! But have it be like Temptation Island though. So like they have to be with each other.
Like, it would be great if you could put specific things, like one guy has a problem with 3, but the other has a problem with 4, so they're gonna fight to the death. I'll even go on the show.
You
even
just
though I'm
hand
a mild
you
case,
hand them dice that only have 3s and 4s on it, so you never know. It's a literal crapshoot that you don't know what's going to happen.
Somebody has a sleep disorder, and I sleep next to them, rocking myself to sleep all night.
Do you still rock yourself now at this point?
When I listen to music by myself and I'm laying down, I will rock myself to the beat of the music. Yes, I am an animal.
It's not like you're an
Let me
animal.
just openly express my empathy for your wife at this point.
She looks at me. One time she goes and she was like, "When you were a little kid, were you diagnosed autistic?"
Yes, I can paint very well, and I could model with clay.
Wow. I thought my wife was mean.
I do. I'm an animal. I still
Autistic. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you right. I thought you said artistic. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
Come on, this amuses you. This is stupid, guys.
It does. It is amusing. It is ridiculous to think that you're. I guess Brian just quit the show. He had to get the hell out of
Oh
here.
my God, we need a 4th person in here. Vito.
Why?
Oh, does it bother you that Brian has 2 throats too? Every time you look
That
at him,
bothers me in a non-OCD. That bothers me as a regular
If you
human.
had 3, though, you'd be screwed. You'd be totally screwed.
His little throat pocket, I think of sometimes, and it grosses me out.
Thinking about it right now. Thinking about my bitter tongue tip dipping into his second throat pocket.
He can't find his keys. He's like, oh, that's where I put it.
Oh. We are all crazy human beings.
No, speak for yourselves.
No.
I'm totally
One of my
sane.
favorite radio moments ever was Howie Mandel on Howard Stern, and Howard Stern convincing Howie Mandel that he had OCD, but it was cured, and Howie Mandel's arguing with him, saying, it can't be cured. You don't think I've looked into this over the years constantly? And Howard Stern's telling him, I'm telling you, dude, I cured it. And after a while, Howie Mandel's like, all right, so tell me, what did you do? Like, he's just a puppy dog sad, like, help me.
Was that the time he had the string on his hand?
The string that Howard
was
wanted
amazing.
to cut. This old Italian immigrant dude came up to him.
That was amazing.
And tied a string around him and said, "Here, for good luck, don't cut it off." And so Howie Mandel couldn't cut it off.
He had it on for about 8 months.
See, if somebody did that to me, maybe there's different types of OCD, or I don't have OCD. But if somebody did that to me, I would cut it off immediately.
Exactly.
I just wouldn't let someone tie something to me. Somebody that I didn't know come tie something on me.
He was. I think he even said he was so busy trying to not shake hands with someone that the guy came around the other side and grabbed him and did it like. And
I couldn't imagine so bad wanting to not shake hands that someone could shackle my hands. I just don't understand how that works.
Man.
Not to work blue, but the idea of OCD interfering with sex would probably be a funny like. I would like to hear a story about that. You know,
like somebody.
Would you like me to fictionally write one right now?
Yes.
There was this time.
But what do you mean? What would they be grossed out by? Like have?
Ew! It's so wet. It's so wet 2 times. Ew! Right, do it again. Do it again. It has to be an odd number of wets.
Pull out. No, I need to go in one more time. Uh-oh.
Whoops. Looks like there's another OCD baby on the way.
That makes 3.
Oh, no! All right, let's do it again. Can we piggyback one on there? Why, you don't like piggybacking babies? By the way, you listen to Best in Show, bestinshowradio.com, exclusively on TPX Radio. You can get us on the Instant Messenger at Best in Show Brian, Best in Show Keith, or Best in Show Chris. You can call us on the hotline, 877-744-6405, or you can check us out in the chat room over at tpxradio.com or bestinshowradio.com.
I'm glad that nobody I work with listens to this, because I regularly... One of the big problems I have in work is my job basically revolves... The majority of my job revolves around the... like a cash control kind of thing, like the money deposits and stuff like that. So I have to take drops from people's registers all day, put the money in the safe, and I'm constantly like taking the money out of the envelope to even amount. That's what I'm talking about. Entering areas, like when it enters, when the money.
Explain what that was just again.
Okay, when I put the money in the envelope, I have to take it out. Sometimes if I take it out and I go back into the area for whatever reason, like, I have to then do this, like, and I know I'm on radio, but, like, I have to take the money out completely away from the envelope and put it back in, like, 4 times, because it can't be 3 times, and then seal the envelope.
Wow. I thought I was nuts.
And, like, usually I do this in private, and so at least people don't notice it. Like,
I have to make sure that all the bills in my wallet are bank-faced and in the appropriate order, so that they're...
Make sure? Like, would you go crazy if it's not like that?
So
or you just like to do it?
I do. When I open it up, I look at it, and I see that it's not that way. Or someone will give me the cash, and I'll bank face it, and then order it as I pack it in there.
I know, but if it wasn't, would you, like, would the world come to an end?
If it wasn't, I would open it up and change it.
I'm asking you now,
if it
could you go this week without doing it?
Yes, yeah, I could make myself do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I think is not OCD, but people, they say is OCD. My dad constantly tells me he's OCD too. And it's just like, stop.
No, I don't think I'm OCD, no.
Stop. Like, I got to take a certain number of steps. If I don't take a certain number of steps, I have to take an extra step back on the stairs to make it an odd number. Like,
you know what? I don't think you should write it off that quick. I think that's absolutely... You know what? The fact that he does that means that there's some sort of an OCD element to it,
Or means that he wants to have that OCD element.
Keith, you should write yourself into a spy movie and call it Double OCD.
But that's basically like you saying, like, well, you want to have AIDS, bro.
You know what? Maybe it is. You're absolutely right. OCD, AIDS, what's the difference? It's all the same thing. I met this guy once who had he had OCD and AIDS. I met him over at this place called the Peach Pit.
OCAIDS?